Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing. And that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Bernardo Silva! Wonderful from Bernardo Silva! About as smooth as it gets. And there is your opener. He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So, a breakthrough already. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's some great running on show here. Chance! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Azar! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
And it's Luis Suarez. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that has not gone well. It's anyone's ball now. Half an hour played now. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Good purposeful running this. He has found the way through. Koeman clears it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Koeman. Hullet producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's been caught on it. Great chance! And it's a goal! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
Bale! Oh, that wasn't far away. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Koeman cuts it out. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So straight into the second half.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Bebeto. It's Asa! It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
60 minutes played. Xavi Alonso. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bebeto has a look and plays it forward. Just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Cristiano Ronaldo! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Tonali. Looking for a runner. Defending of the desperate variety.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi, looking for the run. Out of play for a goal kick. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And it's Messi. Great ball, and he's in here. And this is where it's Cristiano Ronaldo!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vieira. And he's in on goal. Chance again? No.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That pass has been well intercepted. They'll have to settle for that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have... And it... Hullet! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's picked his way through, and that's a... Takes a shot! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Neymar! It's bounced back off the post. Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. Ronaldo at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. There's the shot! And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! And that has flown over.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's a key interception. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
No, that's been intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Rooney. This is a promising build-up. And that's another good win of the ball. And we've reached half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep...
And a shot! And a neat finish! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Now it's Hullet. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it. Neymar! And it's in. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Chance to deliver. Shevchenko.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Played into space. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Space for him to turn and look. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now he's running away. Cristiano Ronaldo! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's having a pop! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Wan-Bissaka probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And it's Shevchenko. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's gone loose. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Shevchenko. Grealish. Neymar. Driving forward. And he's been shifted off it. Tonali. Oh, shooting chance! Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's fabulous. Strong running down that left flank. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Neymar! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's been bundled over. That is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's having a go. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's at the end. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
It's always intriguing to see just how much influence Bonucci has over the game here.
Part of a famous back three, of course, that is written into Italian footballing folklore.
Yeah, and he was the most adept with his feet and build-up play, Peter. I would say his style of play is more sweeper-like. It's going to be his job to mop up anything the backline wins back and then start zipping passes left, right and over the top.
And here's Baggio. Looking for options for movement. Mateus with the cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Del Piero. And here's Baggio. That's a decent clearance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Hullet. And no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. He is through here. They're urging him to shoot. Hullet! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And here's Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rummenigge! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Del Piero. And he is dashed. Oh, he's having a go! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Mateus running with the ball. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, this is a great chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And yes, it's there! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Los Angeles can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Played into space. Luis Suarez. That's tidy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mateus. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they
Takes a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's in. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Rummenigge! Oh, it's full. And that's a sharp finish. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Hangs in across. Cleared away. Tonali. Tonali cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Hullet.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back.
And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? Los Angeles really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Another throw-in. He has found the way through. And he whips it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Xavi Alonso. Mateus. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from the... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. And the keeper's got it again. First quarter of an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, and the danger is averted. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's found a way through. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Lizarazu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Luis Suarez. Bonucci gets across to intercept that. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Short changes him with that pass. Messi. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shoots! And he's done it! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling there'll be one.
And Hullet! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get...
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Tonali with a real chance here. Going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. So straight into the second half. Pull it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Koeman was in no mood for any of that. Can he get it through? Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Wriggles his way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Cristiano Ronaldo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. 60 minutes played. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. And a header! Cruyff plays it long. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Neymar threads one in. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Suarez. Big chance! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So could they be onto something here? Goes for the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cristiano Ronaldo, clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Del Piero. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, well measured. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He might... Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So now the difference is 3.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Tonali. And no, he's seen through all of that. Adriano. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Wan-Bissaka reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
And here's Batistuta, aimed beyond the... And De Bruyne! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Tonali can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pull it. And here's Batistuta, distributed tidily. Showing good feet. And it's Xabi Alonso. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. So what can they make of this? Searching passes played there. That's really well cleared. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Such good technique.
Neymar purring through the gears. No foul, says the referee. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
De Bruyne. Now it's Batistuta. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Los Angeles clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. The second period is underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Timber. That is good strength. Neymar! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And it's Neymar. Tries to dink it through. Tries to get it clear. Has to go back here. And haul it! And one more try! De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, that's an excellent interception. Neymar running with intent. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Neymar with the clearance. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. And this is Gerrard. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Italy are back in business. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Italy are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, at this stage...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Girassi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And smartly reclaimed. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart it. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Santos! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tonali. Played into space. That's good vision. Messi. He's got away. And this is Dembele. Dembele!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's the throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And he can clear it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Dembele. And he is... It's Dembele! And again, he is at his elastic best.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, terrific effort! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, that's a key interception. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Santos really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly...
Great chance! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely aimed pass. Neymar. Neymar powering forward here. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Always goal side. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Eto'o. Eto'o running with intent. He has found the way. And a chance! In he goes again. And it's there! Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Santos find a position of real... Oh, can he finish? Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 45 minutes to change their fate. Now it's Eto'o. And he's got the beating of Eto'o! And yes, it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Santos are having a ball here. Santos have got it back and they'll have another go. Goes long and straight. Dembele. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Tonali. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Eto'o. Tonali, quality ball. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Dembele. He might be in here. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's going for goal! And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strengths of Darren Fletcher, but he's done all of that in the face down the years of some doubters, Jim.
Yeah, he was criticised when playing in more offensive roles for giving the ball away a little too often and poor position.
Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, just skips past his man. Neymar, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Gerrard goes short. Pass somewhat off target. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, this looks sharp. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pelé. He's having a pop! Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona have their second corner now. Decent chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And here's Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And the shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in front. Once Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Terrific effort! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pelé, looking to play him in. Brilliantly cut out. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tonali. And here's Suarez. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. And they can counter here. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He can run onto that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Darren Fletcher. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he shoots! And he's stuck it away. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams.
He's having a hit! And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Ibrahimovic fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. And this is Luis Suarez.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pele cuts. And Messi! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. Oh, good climb. There it is.
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Looking for a runner. Rodri. Gerrard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Vieira getting this one clear. In towards the back stick. And that has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ibrahimovic. And this is Ronaldo. Well read. And the danger is averted. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Gerrard delivers. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's having a good look here.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Bullet! That was travelling. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Los Angeles really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Done delicately. Varane clears it away. And now the breakaway. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Ibrahimovic. That is a brilliant interception. Vieira.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Los Angeles certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Neymar. Neymar plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Might be danger here. Neymar. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's Ibrahimovic! No, just not quite. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
This is a promising build-up. Now it's Ibra. Tries from distance. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And they can counter here. And here's Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Suarez. He might be in. It's Luis Suarez! It's hit the upright. Oh, he goes for a shot! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. Real chance! And that's a good finish. And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Germany have their second corner now. And a header! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Baggio. And he welcomes it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Germany really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
There's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And that could have brought them level.
Bale really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Germany have their third corner. Cruyff can get it clear. Rodri. He's in a great position here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Shevchenko. Bellingham.
Germany really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Germany clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rodri. And it's Baggio. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's been cut out. Well played. Bellingham. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Look at the space here. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. We thought they were done, but never say never. The movement's so precise. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Wan-Bissaka makes a move down the right. And here's Hullet. And here's Platini. Zanetti crosses. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Hullet was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Hullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Cristiano Ronaldo. Clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
That's good running with the ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Bullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Rosario have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Rosario have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Stood up well to him there. And now the breakaway. Bonucci gets across to intercept that. And that signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. Too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're underway for the second half.
Los Angeles can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Stojkovic. And here's Hullet. Rafael Leao is onto this. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Rosario really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, great leap! Off the post! And he's heaved it away. And now they can clear their lines. And this is Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! Oh, good finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Van Basten in the hunt and looking threatening. And it's Cruyff. Aubameyang. Rosario needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He has found the way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played in by Van Basten. Tries to get it clear. Lovely bit of skill.
Rosario clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, he's having a go! And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Kimmich fully appreciate.
Platini has got himself a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Zanetti. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Can he latch on to this?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Messi stood his ground strongly. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
That's a little off target. Great vision. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's made its way to him. He'll try from distance. Sensational from Suarez.
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good. Very good.
And Bernardo Silva! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, this looks sharp. Bernardo Silva is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball's gone out of play. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Son Heung-min! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Barcelona with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he passes it long. Now it's Hullet. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Referee has just said play on. And that is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So off we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Son Heung-min. Wan-Bissaka ventures forward. Threads one in. Oh, super ball. He's got away. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's a decent clearance. Corner number 2 then. Oh, good climb. It's in. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's the throw. Takes on his marker, and he's managed to get... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is...
It's fallen! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Barcelona have their lead. And he's quick to snatch it back. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Now it's Batistuta. Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Hullet! Rude Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So we have movement on both benches. So again, we have parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder...
Surely! That is decidedly lacking.
Son Heung-min probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Cruyff. Kimmich nicked it back promptly. Schneider. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Aubameyang. He has found the way through. And that's been... And he shoots! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are...
Shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Good reason for optimism here. Cleared without hesitation. Goes back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And he's there to clear it. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
O'Reilly! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot. Oh, crossbar. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Real chance here. And across it goes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Salah. It's a good run down the right. It's run loose here. Timber herring after the ball here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely feet. Batistuta! Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's a throw-in. Rijkaard. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's there to retrieve it. Gullit powering forward here. He's picked his way. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Aubameyang is flagged offside. And this is Ronaldo. Gullit. Gullit! Rude Gullit! Oh, it's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's played in low. Great chance! And there's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well,
can he finish? Well taken goal. And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligent.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And Gullit! That's another chance! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Aubameyang. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
O'Reilly! It is a very, very good save.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, good play! Oh, it rattles the bar! Vieira getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he skips past his man. Aubameyang. Very nicely done. Rijkaard does well to stand up to him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Batistuta. That is lovely. And this is... And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that was very necessary. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Nice looking ball. Floated through. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Wan-Bissaka promptly onto that, and that is that. Could move up a gear here. Aubameyang, good purposeful running this. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. Saliba cuts out the pass. And the keeper's given it away. Rodri. Rijkaard. Time added on 4 minutes. Nicely worked. Nedved. He is through here. Goes for a shot. It's a goal. Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one.
And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.